All right, joining me is IBF World Flyweight Champion Sonny Edwards. Not quite the whistle from last time, but still some threads here, right?
Yeah, something like that. Dressed down, but I still want to, I want to stand out. Dress down, but stand out. That's always my, whatever I do. That's my dress code.
Well, it works. Look, we've just walked through, and I've brought you out here for an interview. My man's getting stopped for photos and all sorts. This is the world champion life now, huh?
I mean, it has happened for a long time, Dev. I'll be wrong. Yeah, I mean, the team at Frank Warren and BT are doing a great job of promoting me, so I'm doing my job in the ring. My team's getting me ready and putting me out in the faces, and the fans are accepting me quite well. Yeah, it's nice. What can I say? Yeah.
It was nice to see. The reason you're here tonight, obviously you want to watch some great fights, but we're also announcing that you are fighting September the 11th at the Copper Box Arena, live on BT Sport, against Jayson Mama, your mandatory challenger. Talk us through the fight.
I mean, he's a good fighter. In some ways stereotypical of what you expect from a Filipino fighter. Heavy hands, fast hands, not the most complete footwork. Cares more about destroying his opponent than he does not getting hit and whatnot. But no, he's a good fighter. He's a threat. But like I said, I don't watch all too much of my opponents, because you're never gonna see in any of the other fights that same opponent in with me, because I make them dance to my tune. I make them, skip to my beat. So I won't learn too much from that. But he looks like a good fighter. Dangerous to the body as well. He looks like he throws his shots when he's there. So I've got to be switched on. But at world level, they're all hard fights. You know what I mean?
This is it now. And mandatory challenges like this are going to pop up. Unbeaten records, and maybe the general public haven't heard of them, but they can whack. You saw what happened, and this wasn't a mandatory, but Josh Warrington against Maurizio Lara, fella got flown over. Look what happened to Warrington. So you can never overlook these guys.
No, of course not. And I mean, 16-0, beat some decent records. No named fighters, but that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of unanswered questions when that's the case. But he's unbeaten, decent amateur background as well. And he's a young, hungry fighter about to step in for his first world title. So of course he's going to be dangerous. Who wouldn't be? He's got his opportunity to change his life, like I've kind of just done mine. But I've wrenched you still. You know what I mean? Wrenched you all the time, and I'm just looking forward to hopefully getting another step, going 2-0 in world title fights. That's the record that really matters to me. Those world title records. So I don't want to grab a world title, disappear, if I can help it. So I've got to prepare diligently and make sure that we have a better Sonny Edwards than my last fight, and I should do the business, because at the end of the day, whether it's Jayson Mama, one of the other champions, an ex-champion, a soon-to-be champion, I'm ready for anyone. I've always said I'll fight anyone. I've never picked and choose opponents and dance around the long route to get here. I've wanted the hardest fight at the earliest opportunity every single time. And that's the way I've edged my way into world title contention as quickly as I did, and even had to be patient. And it's not going to change because I'm here now. I'm not going to start, all right, let me cherry pick my way through. Because win, lose or draw, I'll be back the next time better. Like win, lose or draw. But it's going to be win, it's going to be win, it's going to be win. Touch wood. And I'm just excited. I'm excited to be a part. British boxing's booming. Fans, I just had a little walk around the venue. Great to see fans back, for the however many weeks consecutively. It's just great. I mean, world's coming back to normal a little bit. Say no to COVID passports, but yeah, man, it's great. It's great.
Well, everyone's got their views. Some will say no, some will say yes. But what they should be saying yes to is joining us on September the 11th at the Copper Box Arena, right? Tell us why why fans should be buying tickets to come and watch Sonny Edwards. It's showtime.
Because you'll see a proper double jab.
right down the camera as well. Very, very well.
I'll let that one sit with you.
Very well executed, Sonny, as your double jab is. So Jayson Mama is in the same position that you were in not so long ago. What must he be thinking?
I bet he just can't wait for it to come. I mean, I don't know him all too well. I don't know his personality. I don't know his temperament, but you can only imagine he's full of confidence. I mean, he's been, getting a world title, your first world title shot pulled out. 2 or 3 days before, and then seeing the next person fight him who's got the same record, pretty much the same age, and go and beat him, that would have broken Mama's heart to a certain degree, because he probably would have thought, I would have done that to Moretti. Do you know what I mean? So he's going to think, I'm going to do it to Sonny as well. If anything, I was probably surprised. Oh, he won that, do you know what I mean? But it's probably better for him. Because what, if Moretti won and he was mandatory for Moretti again, who's to say the same thing didn't happen that happened last time, do you know what I mean? It's world title fights they're hard to make, do you know what I mean? And a lot of spinning plates, a lot of different... I didn't realise this until I was in the middle of one. You got about 6, 7, 8, 9 different parties and teams all from across the world, and managements and fighters and governing bodies and government officials, and all just to get a fight over the line. It's crazy, but yeah, I bet he's glad that he's got a date. He's got cemented, you know. Hall of Fame promoter Frank Warren, I bet he hasn't got a thought that he's gonna pull out in the last minute because of whatever the reason was. So he's probably happy, and yeah, but he knows he's gonna have to come to the Lions Den, because as you told me, Dev, I didn't know about this, but the Copper Box, that's a good venue, and you know, hopefully it's a good show. I don't know who else is on there yet. I don't know where I'm on the card, whether I'm at 7 o'clock or 11 o'clock.
I would hope you're a main event, right?
No, but there's heavyweights, and if heavyweights need a TV slot, then Sonny gets pushed out. Do you know what I mean? But it's okay, because as long as my paper's straight, we're all right. But I'm just so happy to be involved, and I think you can see that with me. I mean, I've taken every single opportunity I've ever had in boxing, pro career-wise. Every fight day, every this, every that, and the other. I come to all the shows, whether I'm fighting or not, or my friends are fighting or not. You know, I mean, I'm absorbing this game and I'm living it. This is how I'm living my life through the world of boxing. So yeah, I'm just enjoying it. I'm happy to be in. Yeah.
You look happy. I'm happy speaking to you. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'm glad we've got this fight out there and announced. Look forward to Showtime September 11th. Anything you want to? I know you're probably going to say something about your double jab, but anything else you want to tell people at home?
Thanks for supporting. You know, stay safe. It's a crazy world we live out there. Don't believe everything they tell you. You know what I mean? You've got 2 eyes, man. You use your own eyes. But yes, it's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be alive.
Lovely words. Thank you, Sonny.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Well done, mate.